Hey, good morning, up and Adam. Yes, it is. It is Monday morning, September 16th. Girls, 20 after 4 here. So, what are we going to talk about today? We'll talk about what separates a person that is successful in business to someone that is not. And they could both have the same skill set. You want to know why? Stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. This is the weekday, Monday through Friday, available on podcast. Today is Monday, the 16th of September, and my name is Eric. So today we're going to talk about how to get what you want out of life. You know, what makes someone successful and the other person not when they have both the same skill sets? And you're thinking, well, if they have both the same skill sets, shouldn't they be able to accomplish the same thing? And the answer is no. And then what takes someone from being very successful and building a business and then watching it just fade away? What happened that that business didn't continue to grow? Or in Amos's situation of where he got bought out by a bigger company, you would think that it would grow more, right? But you've changed the dynamics within that business, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And that is what most people lack is energy. And when I say energy, I don't mean, jumping up and down, screaming, hollering, and bouncing all over the place. I mean energy that you want to expand into your business. And this could be anything in life, by the way, but we're talking business here. This is Monday. But if you have a lot of energy and no place or idea of where to put that, it's not really that great, is it? I mean, you've all seen that. I have. Of where somebody has tons of energy, but they never seem to be able to get anything done. And why is that? It's because they don't know how to focus. You could have all the energy in the world, but if you can't focus on what it is that you want, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you focus and you have some clarity on what it is you want, you're better off than the other person already. But that doesn't make you successful. It does not guarantee anything except for you have some focus of where you want to end up, right? And let's say you decide you want a new car, right? And you've always wanted a new car. So you've got the energy to do something about it. And you've got clarity with focus because you're focusing on, I want that car, right? And that car is like, I gotta have it. And you do the steps because with clarity, it starts to lay out a set of steps of how to get to that new car, right? And that could be selling your old one on Facebook Marketplace, using that for a down payment on the other one. But when you have focus, you start seeing steps of how to achieve what you want because you see the end result, which is that car, right? And there's part of the brain that, tell you sometimes the brain is your own worst enemy, right? We've talked about the 5-6 second rule of where it tries talking you out of it after that point. we've talked about how anything that you get excited about, it's you got the devil and you got the angel on each shoulder telling you the good, bad, and ugly. Because the brain is trying to self-preservation and take no risks. And life is full of risks. Life is risk. But that's how people become successful in business is you first need to find your energy. And I call my energy is passion. Okay? Energy doesn't come from, I mean, you can get your normal energy, right, from sleep and eating right, exercise, I guess. But during the height of my growth in our business, I wasn't eating a lot. I probably was drinking more coffee and smoking more cigarettes than two people. My passion and drive were there. I was averaging 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep a night. And I was working 7 days a week. How did I get that energy? Because I had passion. And I had focus. I knew where I wanted to end up. And it seemed like a far shot, of trying to get to that point. But it's something that was important to me. I could focus. I saw clarity. I had energy. And everything was clicking, right? But like that car, when you finally get to that car and you own that car, have you ever noticed, at least I do, you buy that truck. Okay, I bought a Ford F-150 FX4. And I loved it because I hadn't seen it. That was perfect for me. But within a week after getting in that truck and driving, I started noticing all the other trucks that were the same model, same year, same everything on the road. Why is that? Because it wasn't in our focus, right? We weren't focusing on the other vehicles. We were focusing on that truck to buy it, right? And our brain, if you allow it, you could take and use your brain to train yourself to start looking for things that you want within your focus, right? And if I've lost a lot of you, it's all right. Why does one person succeed and one person fail? Because the one person that succeeded found energy by having passion for something. They were very focused. They put in waypoints, steps along the way to achieve it. But here's the biggie. And we talked about that, about being grateful for what you have, right? And I don't want you to think that being grateful for what you have, makes you settle. It's nothing about settling. It's about accomplishments. It's about fulfillment. And when you get to that new vehicle, that new car, are you fulfilled? Do you feel good inside, like you've accomplished something? And the answer should be yes, right? But for a lot of people, the answer is no. And that's the way I was, and I'm trying to change. But when I got to what I thought I wanted, I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't feel like So if you don't get fulfilled, if you're not grateful for what you have, then you will never be successful, because you have to get fulfillment from it, right? Gotta have energy, passion, focus on what it is you want, and fulfillment at the end so that you know that it was worth your effort. And once you can develop that formula, those three things, right? You can accomplish anything as long as you follow the steps. And that is putting your energy in the right direction, focusing on what exactly it is you want, and then when you get to the end, are you being fulfilled? Because if you're not being fulfilled, the first two steps negate each other. They're worthless. And that's why some people will do everything right when it comes to business, but still not succeed. It's because when they get to the end, they don't feel that fulfillment. They're not grateful. They're not happy with their accomplishment. And there's a lot of people that are out there that are growing businesses that are just that way. They mastered the first two, but the last one, they just can't seem to grasp. And that is to take time to enjoy your conquerors, right? If you built a business up from the ground up and you get it to, you hope to, like I said with a business, you hope to get 10,000 a year. And when you get that 10,000, you should get some fulfillment. I'm not saying you don't want more, but you feel something there because now you were fulfilled that you made the $10,000 in sales. So that keeps your passion and your energy level up, keeps your focus even more focused because now your mind is looking for the same steps to keep increasing, right? What did we do right? And focus on that instead of what did we do wrong. It's not that we're not focusing on what we did wrong because we've learned from we've learned from what we've done wrong and we stopped doing that. And with the energy and focus, we're focused on things that we can change that will better the outcome. But as that business keeps growing, if you're not getting fulfillment from it, then it wanes. And when I say it wanes, I mean that we start to lose focus and energy, right? Because we're not getting fulfilled. So that's where somebody can build a very successful from the outside business, and have it keep growing and then walk away from it. And when someone walks away from it, that tells me that they're not getting something back from it by their accomplishments. And that's probably the worst when it comes to growing a business and sustaining a business. You have to have the passion, the energy, you have to have the focus, the clarity to see what it is and where it is you want to end up. And then with those two, repeat the steps that have gotten you what you want fulfilled within, and just keep repeating those steps and growing. That person that's growing that business that has waypoints of where they're getting fulfilled by, okay, I accomplished this. I feel good about my accomplishments, but I want more. And that's okay. That's how we grow. And that's how we become better at things, is because we want more. But in wanting more, you need to take time to enjoy what you just accomplished. There's no set time. You just need to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And to a lot of people, it's not money. They're looking at their accomplishment. That they set out to do something, and they had the energy, clarity to get it done. It's a lot easier to get something done if you know exactly what it is you want. Because I've seen people have tons of energy, but no focus. And that business never gets off the ground. Because they're running in all different directions and they have no focus on what needs to take place and where they want to end up. Doesn't matter whether you're in business, personal life, what have you. Those are the 3 steps that will get you what you want every time. And if you're starting a business from the ground up, or you're trying to grow the business, repeating those 3 steps will do just that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You've already invented the wheel, and what causes you to have passion and energy, the other person, with the 2 people, having the same skill set, the other person may not have the passion or the energy for it, right? It's not on their bucket list. They may want to grow a business, but they're not quite sure what business they want to grow or how big they want it, and yada yada yada. I call them the all talk. All talk, no action. They all talk the game. Well, let's say, you can walk the walk, but you can't, or you can talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. That's where a lot of people fall into, is that trap. Is they lose energy, passion for what they want. If you want anything out of life, you have to have an idea of what it is in order to get it. And once you have that idea of what it is you want to get, which is clarity, focus, passion and energy will come next because it's something that you do want to accomplish. And at the end, hopefully, you take the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And, it doesn't matter how much time you spend doing it. It doesn't matter how many hours it took you to do it. It doesn't matter. It's going to vary for each person. I mean, for someone to do a 5K run, all right, it's going to be a lot easier for that person that is running every morning, right? And running maybe 5K compared to the person that's in a wheelchair that wants to accomplish that goal. It's not unrealistic. It's just they have to go about it a different way. And they have to find their own passion, their own energy, and focusing on what steps do I need to take to get to the end of the 5K race. You could have a third person that has never run before in their life and no physical disabilities of any kind. And you have to start somewhere. Each person has got the focus of what they want, and that is the 5K, the end of the race. Not race, but the end of the, let's say you're doing a 5K for cancer. By the time you get to the end, that's an accomplishment, right? And did the person in a wheelchair have to become more resourceful and resilient than the person that's running 5K every morning? Absolutely. It's the same thing with the person with no disabilities that doesn't even exercise. Are they going to be able to do it as easy as the runner? No. Are they going to do it easier than the person in the wheelchair? Depends. But I know a lot of people with physical disabilities that are overcoming them instead of having it become a hindrance. So on that note, you guys have a great day. Just I want you to, if anything in life that you want, if you can find the passion for it, clarity for it, and you feel good at the end, it's a recipe for success. You could have the passion, the clarity, and if you don't enjoy the fruits of your labor, then you're not getting the total package, which you need to continue because you're not getting fulfilled. It's as simple as that. So you guys enjoy your Monday, and we'll catch you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, thanks so much for watching. And hopefully this is helping some of you out there, or you know, on trying to accomplish things that you really want to get done, but you just can't seem to find the energy to do it, or the focus. Or you've got the first two down, but enjoying the fruits of your labor, you need to stop, smell the roses, right? All right.